Hello, we are going to see how you reference your paper according to MLA style. So this is my text. I have typed everything. The questions require that I take an excerpt or a passage from Sophocles' story Antigone. Then I analyze it, trying to find out the association between it and the Greek iconography. So I wrote all of this. It is all typed, and the in-text citations are according to MLA, as you can see. Here you can see I'm using the author's surname and page number in everything. Yeah, so I'm going to make the paper, everything about it, go according to MLA. So I'll start with the header. Use the tab key to push okay. You will first insert the header. So here you go. I will insert the header. I'll choose the blank. Once it's here, I'm going to use the tab key to push it to the end of my page. Then there I will type last name, then space, and I will go to page number, current position. I'll choose that. It will apply to all pages. So there I'm done with that. So I'll come to the MLA does not require a cover page. I will go directly into typing what is supposed to be on cover page right here. And the first thing is student's name, then the instructor's name, and then the course code, and the last thing will be the date of submission, that is. And immediately I'm done with that, I'm supposed to begin typing. So the first thing I'll type here is page. It should be at the center, the title of the work at the center of the page. And here I'll just paste it because I already have it. It is passage analyzation, and it is about Antigone. You see, I've written the Antigone in italics because it is the title of a book by Sophocles. So whenever you use the title of a book, you italicize it in the same way. Okay, I'll go ahead to show you more. My paper is already in MLA, as you can see. This is how your first page should look like, with the student's name, instructor's name, the course code, the date, and your title. The title should not be bolded, it should not be underlined, or not even italicized, unless you are talking about the title of a book like mine here, which is the title of the book. So that's for the cover page. The rest you can see. When you're done writing the title, you just begin typing your work immediately. So here it is. It goes how I analyze the work, and in-text citation should be the author's last name and the page number as indicated here. You can see it. Okay. So when you have to take some direct quotes from a book, if it's a single line or just a couple of words, you will use it within the sentence and just use quotation marks. But if you have a passage like mine here, this is quite big, so I still used quotation marks, italicized them, and I indented it. So you should do the same. If you have a larger part of a passage to use in your book, in your paper, as some reference to refer to a source you used, you just do the same. You will take your passage, include it in the paper, use quotation marks, and then you indent. You see, you can see the space I've left. I've indented it. It's quite to the inside of the page. So that's how it is done. And when you do that, ensure that you cite it too. So you see, this is the source from where I took it. I got my passage from the work by Thoibi, and it was in page 2. So I've also referenced that. Okay, this work continues now. After picking my excerpt and placing it here, the passage, now I analyze it, and continue with what I was doing, which is to compare Sophocles' work with the Greek iconography. And I go on to pick the major themes which compare with the major themes about Antigone, and especially about the passage that I picked, how they compare with Greek iconography, and I write until the end. You see, something I wanted to show you is right here. When you're using a single reference, or when you are using one reference recurringly, like here, I'm seeing page numbers, I'm trying to find it. So there seems I used Toyibi all through. So the work by Toyibi, once you reference it in the first place, subsequent places just use the page number only. Don't repeat the surname. Don't use the surname again like you did the first. So you can see here, I will continue, and all through I've been writing just the page number with direct quotes. That is, you see, fight with men in quotes. I just write the page number. I've done that all through. Yes, you can see even here, this is from page 30, and that's how MLA works. Yeah, it's all this. If you need this, you can ask me for it. I'll just send it to you. I'm using it for my video though. So here we reach the work cited. Whenever you're working with the MLA, the reference list is called work cited. So here it is. The title should be placed at the center. Do not italicize, do not bold, do not underline. Just type it that way and leave it. Then you go to the sources. So here are my sources, but I've not indented them. These are the 3 sources I've used in my work. So I will go ahead and indent them right here. Highlight everything. Then you go to this place. Okay, you go here. Choose hanging indent. It should be 0.5 like it is there. Then press OK. Now you see they're all well organized, and my paper is completely according to MLA style, as you can see here now. Or just let's look keen into them. The order of reference, you start with the author's last name, then the first name. You do not use initials here. Then the title. This one was okay, it was a poetic work but published in a different book. So here it is. Okay, so the title is Aristotle's Poetics, and it was published in Hypocritica, and this is the title. So you always after writing you should italicize. I believe this one should be italicized too because it is within. Then you go to the place published, or the city where it was published, then the publisher and the year when it was published, as you can see. Yeah, I think this one follows the same, so I'll just jump to the last one, which has got a URL. It's the same thing. Now this is about Oyibi. You write the full names, and then the title is Classic Tragedy Antigone. Then it is found within the person's website, which is the Toyibi, and then we include the URL. Here you notice that the URL does not have the HTTPS. It just begins with www.mtoibi files, and that's how we should go. Then you include the date when you accessed it.